about ready to start.
We have some good.
So I'm Tony, and I am the Dungeon Master for this Theros campaign for Nerdy Nellies.
Sorry.
Oh my god,
We've got Stephanie, and who are you playing, Stephanie?
I am playing Lydia, who is an anvil wrought centaur. She used to be just a regular old centaur, but she was chosen by the god Eros to be his champion. And so he had, what was the other god's name? Perforos create her into an anvil wrought centaur, and in doing so she has lost like all of her human emotion and all of her life lessons. Not human, centaurian.
Centaur.
Anyway, so she's basically trying to learn how to like be normal and have emotions and live in this world, and she's picked the best why was I going to say minotaurs? Mentors. I almost said it again. Mentors, which are just drunk party animals.
We're centaur mentors.
We're centaur mentors?
That's perfect.
Those are called mentors.
Mentors? That's the word that was trying to come out of my mouth that I had to keep reeling back in.
Mila, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm playing Lyra. I'm a satyr ranger. I walk a tight line with Cultist, my god. I'm her oracle. She's trying to keep me on the straight and narrow, and I'm just trying to live a good life. Woo-hoo.
The party line.
Yep.
Awesome. And Brady, who are you playing today?
I am playing the Woven Beast folk, Oath of Glory Paladin Delta. He is the divine hero champion of the self-proclaimed king of the gods, Heliod, and he's just out to be a very good boy.
Excellent.
The best is the boy.
Neato Petito. So if you want to, we've got a scrolling image banner at the top right of our characters and some info about them. Except for Lydia, for her we just have the picture of Eros because I don't have an anvil wrought centaur image that we can use.
I'm not a scout rogue.
Well, that's
I'm
not.
not a scout rogue.
Oh no, you're not a scout rogue. Shoot, I need to also. Yeah, Lyra is a ranger. I don't know why I put scout rogue. I'm so sorry about that.
A scrogue.
We'll edit it and
yeah.
Just scrogue.
Yeah, and
Scrogue.
the image you sent me I can't use, unfortunately. But I can use any of Wizards of the Coast's Magic the Gathering images as long as I don't charge people for access to those images. You guys, of course, can all view this for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my
Or
art is
cheap
my
dates.
own.
Yeah. Alright.
I have standards.
So, last time you guys joined us, our adventurers were heading towards the mountain where the God of Fear, the would-be God of Fear, is trying to ascend. Our heroes went through the Nylian woods and actually met the Nylian boar who told them about a group of returned who were attacking people and who were messing with the balance of the wilderness. The returned are, of course, people who have died, gone to the underworld, and passed through the river to come back to this mortal world once again. In doing so, losing all of their earthly memories and just being undead individuals. You guys found a bandit group of them, killed them, and took some of their masks, as a matter of fact.
Sure did.
Then you guys continued through the Nylian wood, and you got to the mountain where the God of Fear was going to try to ascend. You guys went up the mountain, and you guys started to talk your way into the group of the cult of the God of Fear. Things were going pretty well. You guys had the masks. You guys were starting to blend in. You said that you had heard of them, and you wanted to join them. And the would-be God of Fear is this large toad-like creature called the Void. He has several eyes that move around like a lava lamp almost, and they rearrange themselves, and he has this.
I've just pictured Nicolas Cage for some reason.
If you want
As
to.
the toad?
I'm the void. Yeah.
I don't.
I picture a giant
But I'm
toad.
glad that you do. Creative differences.
But before you guys could join up with him, he said that he wanted you to swear an oath to him and forsake all other gods, which, of course, as three champions of three separate gods, you could not do. And so you guys just decided to attack, and that is where we are now. Let me go ahead and just.
I forgot we left on such a cliffhanger.
Yeah, you left on a cliffhanger.
Awesome, awesome. So if we can go ahead and re-roll for initiative.
Oh.
And I will describe to you what's going on what the situation is as the fight begins. So, you have this enormous toad-like creature in the center of this room. It's like a big cavern that has a natural walkway close to the top of the cavern. It's like 12 feet tall. So you've got two people wearing those God of Fear outfits, these long flowing
They're
black and
super
black and gray
edgy.
robes, and they've got crossbows trained down upon you. You've also got two people in robes down below who are standing in the big sigil trying to help the god of fear ascend to godhood, and you have the god of fear itself in the center of the sigil also trying to ascend to godhood. So that's the situation where you guys are right now. So let's go ahead and get those initiatives. Lydia, where are you?
7.
Lydia has a 7. Lyra.
14. Double that.
14 for Lyra. And Delta.
18.
18. Nice.
It's like if we're bragging.
Double my fist in your face.
Alright, let me go ahead and
We love each other. We love each other. Can you tell?
Hatred.
Alright, nice.
I'm doing all the time.
What have I done?
I'm sure that's shot.
What have I done?
Alright, so Delta, you get to go first. As everybody's focused on you, this champion of Heliod declaring that you would not betray your sun god. Everyone's focusing on you now. The 2 scouts above have trained their crossbows on you. There's also, by the way, like a natural rocky type ledge that leads up to the walkway too, towards the back of the room. By the way, for anyone watching, this will be primarily theater of the minds. We can just use our imaginations.
The power of
We're-
imagination.
We're gritless right now, but in a future where we have multiple cameras, like one trained in the center of our table, and we have minifigs,
Custom minifigs.
we'll do that eventually. If this picks up, if this gets popular.
I love how that wasn't planned. We just all.
I know. We hang out too much. Or not enough.
Oh man.
For goodness.
But yeah, so that's okay. So that's the situation right now. Delta, what do you do?
Let's see. Is will Bless take an action or is it a bonus action?
I believe Bless is an action. Let me double check in the spell book here real quick.
I should have included that in my notes. I feel stupid.
You're
Don't
good.
be stupid. You're so good. Yeah, don't feel stupid. I'm
Don't
sorry.
be stupid.
Don't feel stupid. That's what I meant. Don't feel stupid. I'm so
Bless
sorry.
is in action.
I will forego that this moment. And okay, so how many cultists are within range, striking distance of me?
There are 2 that you can walk up to and get within striking distance of. One on either side of the god of fear. What's that? Is that Marla?
Does Bartholomew, my gold hawk, go on my turn, or do I have to roll?
Goes on your turn.
All right, so I'm going to go after the cultist on the right for my first attack with my longsword. So I hope this hits. It is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And then I'm just going to attack him for my
I hope that
second
hurts.
time as well. A 24 again.
20. Oh, do you attack him twice?
Mhm.
Awesome,
You need
awesome.
liquor.
Both hit.
All right, so it's going
He's
to
an
be
awesome
2d10
Double
of that. I'm going, and a couple of my followers on the Twitter were so nice to send me pretty new dice.
Yay!
And I will be using them tonight because they were awesome to be so thoughtful and send them to me. So, I'm rolling good tonight. So 17 plus 6. So 23 damage to that first cultist.
23 damage to that first cultist.
Mm-hmm.
So you rush up to him and you slash with your sword and you you bury it deep into his side, and already you can tell he cannot take another hit like that. He's already super hurt by you. Looks at you, blood coming out of his mouth and out of his side, just and you can see the fear in his eyes. However, as you see him with his fear growing in his eyes, his pupils getting smaller and him shaking, the god of fear begins to sort of like. The surface of his body becomes like a black tar that just bubbles every now and then, and you feel his glee as he takes in the fear that you created.
Don't do scary things to them.
Is that your turn?
Kind of like as my sword's buried in his shoulder, I just kind of growl and snap my jaws at him.
Nice, very nice. All right, Lyra.
Okay, so, I'm so sorry. It's been forever. Can you remind me? At the beginning of my turn, I can do Hunter's Mark or Favored Foe.
Yeah,
One or the other.
those are both bonus actions, so you can pick just one to do
Okay,
right
so
now.
I should it's always favored foe first, right?
Well, it depends on whatever you'd like. But Hunter's Mark goes off of every attack, so I would prioritize putting Hunter's Mark. This is just a quick DM tip. If you're a ranger, I would prioritize putting Hunter's Mark on your enemy first, because when you attack that turn, both of your attacks will get that bonus damage. Whereas if you just did favored foe or a different ranger rider attack, only one of your attacks will get that bonus damage. So just a quick DM tip. But yeah, Hunter's Mark.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I know there was a time where you could do both at once.
Yeah, you can have both on your person at once.
You can't do them
but you can't do them on the same turn.
Okay, cool.
So you could do the first turn, put Hunter's Mark on them, get Hunter's Mark damage. Second turn, put the second one on there, and then you get all that damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a Hunter's Mark on the cultist that I want to say Brady. I'm so sorry. Delta was attacking.
Neat. How do you cast Hunter's Mark again?
I just like Doctor Strange it up.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Very nice. You wave your arms and they glow, and your glowing crosshairs appear.
Oh, and then when Hunter's Mark comes on him, I want my Bartholomew, my gold hawk, his eyes to also glow.
Nice.
Nice.
The same gold color.
Bartholomew's, Bartholomew or Bartholomew? I forget.
Bartholomew.
It's Bartholomew, but she doesn't know how to say that word.
Bartholomew.
I bet that's not all that's come on the cultist.
Beagle. Are
What's
you
wrong
saying like
with
the
it?
name Bartholomew or mule? Like a
Bartholomew.
mule.
Am I saying it wrong?
It's Bartholomew is the name.
Bartholomew.
Yes, Mew.
So Bartholomew's eyes glow as well as you cast Hunter's Mark. So that's your bonus action. Neat. What do you do with
Action.
your
Sorry.
Nice.
Marley doesn't pronounce words correctly. Action.
I pronounce words correctly and just switch them together.
What is English?
So I want Bartholomew to go first.
Oh, so sorry. So
Can you or no?
Has to go after.
no, so I'm sorry. So how Bartholomew works is he'll always use his turn to dodge unless you use a bonus action to command him.
Oh.
Okay. Can he use movement to be like distracting?
No.
Okay, cool.
Unless-
You gotta set up. Just set up.
Cool. So I'm gonna put a Hunter's Mark, and then I'm going to shoot off 2 bows pew, at this cultist.
At that same cultist that Delta attacked? Neat. Roll to hit.
Ooh, 2 soft 20s.
2 soft 20s.
2 soft 20s.
Rolling good.
Just wait, I haven't rolled yet. I'm sure I'll
Okay,
come in
so-
low.
Like that one game in Bleak where you rolled double ones.
Yeah. That's happened to me.
Right after I called it. Too.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times.
So that's really shitty. Fuck.
No.
Watch your mouth.
No, that's not really shitty.
I'm so sorry. Is this
No, it's fine.
a language? Do I need to?
No, we're
You can cuss.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
fuck,
didn't
that
know.
roll's terrible.
I just didn't know if Twitch had swearing rules.
I think we're good.
I'm so sorry. 13.
13 damage?
For both.
Describe his death.
You're just shooting arrows whizzing right past.
I
both
would
his
really
ears.
like to have the first one hit him the opposite shoulder that Delta did, but the second one just goes straight through his windpipe.
Neat. So he gets hit, and he begins to breathe, but bubbles of blood come out of his mouth as he tries and fails to breathe. You watch as his skin becomes super pale. He flails as he walks backwards and then falls onto the ground. A pool of blood gathering beneath his body.
Bartholomew goes.
Nice, very nice. Now it is the cultist. Wait, is that your turn?
He spit up blood on my fur.
Oh, no.
My pretty blonde fur.
Oh.
The cultist is going to use his action to cast Whole Person on Delta because he thinks you're the biggest threat right now. So he's going to wave his hands around, and this dark, misty smoke just trails over his fingers as he casts the spell and points it at you. And these dark, misty, black ropes of energy appear around you and tighten to these obsidian chains to hold you in
I'm not
place.
into bondage.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom save.
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, yay. 22.
22. As these black chains tighten around you, and then you just
I just flex.
when the chains break. The cultist goes
What a power move.
pale as he is unable to get Whole Person up on you. Dang.
Delta snarls and growls at him. He's being a not very good boy right now.
Oh.
What else is he gonna do?
Arguably still the best boy.
The goodest boy.
That was his action. He instead pulls out a dagger and takes a few steps back, so he's behind the God of Fear. So if you want to get to him, you gotta cross past the God of Fear and get an opportunity attack.
Chicken.
Can we attack the God of Fear?
Yeah, he's right there in the open.
Okay.
Now it's Lydia's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to make ready my greatsword. And I feel like I'll just like very slowly and like cinematically pull it out. I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna be like, Erois, bless this endeavor. I do this in your name, and I will charge at the God of Fear.
Needs, as you charge up the God of Fear, you glow with this reddish aura as you feel that Erois' eyes have turned upon you, seeing as you've invoked his name and are about to enter combat.
And I also rage.
So
I get that like big steam engine-y, like glowy iron whatever. Okay, so I am gonna do the charge thing where I get to have a hoof attack after my melee attack.
Now who do you go after?
The God of Fear.
You go after the God of Fear.
The anti-gravity.
Now, just as a reminder, you can choose to reckless attack if you want to.
Yeah, I
give
need
yourself
to reckless
advantage.
attack. I need to.
So you attack, you throw yourself into this battle.
Better. 22.
22 definitely hits the God of Fear.
22. So let's attack him with all my advantage. Oh, well that sucks. 8, 9, only 10 damage.
And then plus the rage, which is plus.
I already added that because I have. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it's a +2. You're right. Hold on, one more d6. 15 damage.
Wait, plus 2.
So I have 2d6 plus 2 for my rage.
Oh, okay, cool.
But okay.
And you also added your strength modifier to that too, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. So that was 10 damage total?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Right. So that was the first hit, and that includes your zealot your zealot radiant damage too, the 1d6 plus.
Oh.
1d6 was what?
Plus 5.
6 more.
6 more damage, and that always applies to the first time you hit.
To the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, and then can I do my hoof attack in between my melee attacks because I get 2 attacks, or does it have to be after?
How does that?
It says move at least 30 feet straight forward toward a target and then hit them with a melee attack, and then I can make a hoof attack. So does that negate my second attack, or I think it adds?
I think that just from what it sounds like, you can do your regular attack and hoof attack as a bonus action. So I guess whenever you charge, you can hoof attack bonus action.
Well, I rage is bonus action, so.
Oh, then I guess you can only just do your regular attacks, I would say.
Okay, I would rather do rage.
Or you can switch out your hoof attack for your second attack.
No, I don't. I do more damage with. I still charged at him though.
Yeah, you still did.
Okay. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh, good. Okay, here we are. So I don't do that. I do this. Wait, I do that.
Seems like the God of Fear should fear us.
11 damage.
11 damage. Very nice. So what weapon do you attack with again?
My greatsword.
So with you just rush towards the God of Fear, glowing with the red light of Erois, and then you slash into this toad, this glowing, bubbling tar-like creature.
Ew.
As you do so, your sword sort of slows down as it sinks into him, like a big pool of molasses almost, and you struggle to pull it out and strike once more. The God of Fear seems to not be as affected as much as you would think it would be. It's like readjusts itself as you hit, like this black pudding type texture. It's like reforming.
So
I'm gonna look
it
at
has
this, though.
resistance to non-magical attacks.
It actually doesn't. I just like flavoring it as you, because it's such a weird texture that I just like talking about whenever I get a
Is
chance.
it like oozy?
It is
It's
oozy,
oozy.
gooey
Like
tar.
gelatinous?
Almost, yeah. It's
Ew.
very sticky tar. As
So
you
is my
attack.
sword stuck?
No,
Okay.
you pull it up.
It's disgusting.
Giggity.
Okay,
That's my turn.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Now it's the God of Fear's turn. So let me see here. You guys are both. No, you're within range of him.
I am.
So you watch as his gooey tar-like body creates a hole in the center of it with several strands that's connected together. It just opens up this makeshift mouth, and it turns into this big smile. And inside you see just this reddish, whitish light within, kind of like the stars almost inside of its mouth. And it lunges towards you and goes to bite at you, and just roll the hit.
Oh no.
You attack recklessly, right?
I did indeed.
Cool. Does a 20 hit?
Barely.
Gotcha.
Barely.
Alright, so he's gonna do 19 damage. He just bites into you.
Oh good, that was just taken. Do we still have this temp HP, or do I need to get rid of that?
What temp HP?
The temp HP are probably bestowed upon them in the last session.
If you guys have rested since then, it's probably gone.
I don't think we did rest.
We did.
Okay.
So he bites into you, and also as he does so,
Oh good, there's
his ooze he pulls back, but a rope of oozy energy connects you to him and starts to wrap around you. Your speed is 0. You are grappled by him. Like this tendril of like oozy, drippy rope connects you to him as he bed into you and leaves you two connected.
I wonder if it'll make you rest.
But that is its turn.
Maybe.
Or my corroder.
My corroder.
Oh shoot! It can use its action to make a tongue attack too.
Oh.
On the same turn. Okay.
Because it is a toad.
It is a toad. All right. Advantage. Does 12 hit? So okay, so its tongue doesn't get you, but its bite definitely did.
Yay.
Cool.
Get out of your tongue.
So that was the God of
You
Fear's turn.
slippery.
Is it ironic if you swatted away the fly's tongue?
Oh my goodness.
The toad's
Toad's
tongue?
tongue.
Tongue.
You see two people up above, the two scouts above, take out their crossbows and point them, and they're actually going to attack Lyra. They sense range recognizes range. So
Respect. Respect.
they each get 2 attacks. So
Fuck you.
22 to hit,
Respect. No.
Barely.
and then 22 twice. So that's 2 hits for the first guy. Second guy misses the first one. Second attack is a 13. Does 13 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
So 2 arrows hit you for a total of, so there's 5 plus 4, 9 damage as you are hit by 2 arrows from
You
above.
left out.
Very nice.
Tasty.
That one just surprised me.
Excuse me.
It's catching.
We then
Mine
go,
was dainty though.
we then go
Mine
back to
never did.
Delta's turn. Delta, what do you do?
Delta like when
Yeah, that's gonna help me remember.
when Lydia gets grappled by the God of Fear,
The
Delta
void.
like the void. Delta like angry barks and kind of like vaults over her as he's kind of soaring through the air.
Yeah.
But the
Like,
greatest of beasts.
he says, well, we will not forsake our gods in the name of mine. I will smite you, and he is going to attack with his
Swear to the Lord, I'll slay
longsword.
him.
Nice.
Does a soft 20 hit?
So 20 hits, the God of Fear.
And for this first one, I will also tack on a second level spell slot to channel a divine smite.
Neat. So that's 2d8 plus, no, so it's 3d8 because it's a level 2 spell slot.
And then I'm also going to channel divinity for my inspiring smite.
Ooh.
So the flavor text is immediately after you deal damage to a creature with your divine smite, you can use this as a bonus action to distribute temporary HP to creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, including yourself, equal to 2. Actually, maybe I should wait to do that because this is the start of the fight and we'll probably need temp
Yeah.
HP later.
Or you could give it. It does. I don't think it matters.
I'll wait for an emergency to use it. So it'll just be a level 2 smite, so it'll be 3d8 plus.
Plus your regular weapon damage, I believe.
Alright, so for this first attack, it's going to be. That's a d12.
Ooh, someone commented, better hope that the teeth don't secrete a fear toxin.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Don't give him ideas.
Tony, cover your ears.
Tony likes to do things on the fly.
No, I wish.
Just like the God of Fear, because he's a toad.
He's a toad.
That was a stretch.
I wish I had thought
Just
of
like
that.
the void's tongue.
Oh my god.
I would
Oh my
be,
god.
I would be unfair if I threw that in right now.
You look
No,
inspired.
I balanced the encounter beforehand, so I cannot add.
Well,
this
you
on
can
the
flavor it like that.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So the
I
God
also
of
feel
Fear for that first attack alone, the God of Fear gets 36 damage.
36 damage.
Woo!
Nice.
Sweaty.
And then for
I'm
the
shifting.
second attack, does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Barely. Barely.
Alright,
No,
and
that's
I'm
good.
also
We
going
know
to
you
tack on
barely.
another smite.
Do it. Roll that damage.
It's me, so another level 2 smite. So let's see real quick. Ooh, I'm rolling good. So that's going to be 12, and then.
Hurry.
You're next.
She's just turning off the heater.
I got you.
Sorry, y'all, I can't do math. So
Me either.
29 damage.
29 damage. So here's what you see.
Did you just in the encounter? I just turned on the AC and it made
Like,
noise
just
everywhere.
sunlight is trailing off of this himbo wolf. And with each strike, just bursts of solar energy.
Neat.
Oh, like
so,
solar flare.
Yes!
Oh my god.
So as you strike the god of fear, the entire cavern is lit with this bright, brilliant light, and you hear just like a sputtering.
No power here.
You hear a sputtering squeal of dark fear as the god of fear's tar-like substance recedes down into the ground. It becomes two-dimensional, right? Little tiny arms of tar coming up, trying to reach out.
It's like little,
That's
like the
what
little
I want.
polyps.
Sort of, yeah. But then you watch, as your light begins to recede, you see the smoking piece of floor where the god of fear once was, and then you see that the cultist behind him looks at you, breaks out into a cold sweat, and he's like, "Oh no!" And you watch as a burst of radiant energy attacks this person and hits them in the side, and they like cough up some blood on the ground. And as they do so, the god of fear rises back
He
up.
sacrificed his own team.
And you
Oh
see-
my god.
He's drawing HP from them.
He begins to smile and says, "As long as there are those who are afraid, I cannot die."
Ew, what a... I don't...
So
Is that a challenge?
and it looks at you and says, "No, that is a promise."
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
That's Delta's turn. Then we go over. Is that end your turn?
Delta's just like slamming his sword against his shield, like, come on,
I wanna...
let's go!
I call from where I'm shooting to Lydia. He's totally out of line.
Nice.
Totally.
Why are you not a bard?
Is she still
I
grappled since?
should
Like,
She's still grappled.
okay, I was about to be like, because I
I would be
vaporized
really
him
good
with
for
that little tendril still there holding her.
Yep, still holding him.
My friends,
Totally.
show courage. Do not be afraid.
Nice. Yeah, Lydia's like awkward, but like in battle where she was made for, she thrives. Lyra, it's your turn. You were hit by 2 arrows from above. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm going.
Beauty. Thank you.
I'm going to. Tell me if this is. I was looking it up. I want to cast Summon Beast. And what I've read is. You call forth a bestial spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space you can see within range, and the range is 90 feet.
Ooh.
This form. When you cast this spell, choose an environment, air, land, or water. The creature resembles an animal of your choice that is native to the chosen environment, which determines certain traits in its stat block. The creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. The spell lasts for an hour.
Okay.
The creature is an ally to you and your companions. In combat, this creature shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys your verbal commands. No action required by you.
Nice.
If you don't issue any, it takes a dodge action.
What level is
So-
that spell?
It's level 2.
Nice.
So it's do you want this? Do you want me to take a screenshot? and send you
No,
the,
just tell me what's your creature's AC?
the AC is 11 plus the level of the spell.
So it's going to be 13.
13.
What's its HP?
30
30. Awesome. Is it 30 plus anything?
plus 5 for each spell level
So
above
it's gonna be
2.
So it'll be
It's
40.
40.
Plus 5 for each spell level above second. This is cast at second level spell.
So it's 30
Oh,
plus...
so just 30. Oh,
30.
right.
I see. I see.
Gotcha. Cool.
I see what you did.
All right, and then what's your wisdom modifier or your spell attack bonus? Because that's the creature's attack bonus.
Oh, I don't have it.
What's your
written
wisdom modifier?
down. Plus 4.
Wisdom modifier is plus 4.
Mhm.
Okay, and your prop bonus is plus 3. So your creature's attack bonus is plus 7. Awesome. What's its damage?
Hang on, let me write this down for my notes. I'm gonna get it.
Our first summoning spell.
Me. Oh, you broke your lid.
You triggered my trap card. I summon.
What were you asking?
What's its attack?
Pack tactics? Attacks. Multi-attack. This beast makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level, so 1 attack.
One
You
attack.
get a melee weapon attack.
And then a maul. It's your spell attack modifier to hit,
What's the
and
damage?
it's 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. So
1d8 plus 6 then. Awesome. So did you choose creature of land,
Land.
or cool? So what does it look like?
I don't know why I'm picturing a crocodile. Is that a land thing?
Dude, that's fine.
Just like a short, strong boy.
So how does this crocodile look like?
Like Captain Hook's crocodile.
Nice.
But since I picture like all my spells to be golden, This crocodile is a golden crocodile.
Oh, cool.
So-
That's really cool.
So where within 90 feet does it appear?
On top of the cultist.
Yeah, I was thinking, can he like just drop in between the two cultists that were
Yes.
shooting at me?
Neat. So describe how you summon this guy,
Um,
and also their name.
She does like hand signs.
yeah, I'm like Naruto. I'm like, oh yeah, you wanna hit me?
Kaya Bushinjutsu. No, Kuchiyose no Jutsu.
Boom, baby!
Oh,
You all
baby.
feel a big thud as this enormous crocodile just lands up above. It seems as if though the walkway above barely has enough room for it, but it
Does the crocodile roar?
if you want to.
I roared for him though.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's too late for that.
Okay, go ahead and roar for him.
I did.
The crocodile roars.
Roar sucks.
Neat.
Roar.
Also, I'm going to add this little bit of it bit to it as well first.
Don't ask the god of fear.
So as you summon him, just for an instant, you feel these strands of destiny connect from the sky down to you, and from you over to the crocodile's creature, symbolizing the connection to Cultist that all of you share. Just for an instant, it appears.
And then I want to use my bonus action. Shoot, should I change my hunter's mark or should I?
I would.
Should I
Bring
use
it over.
Bert?
I would put your hand.
I would change your
Do
hand.
Follow your heart.
Oh yeah. Bert will do damage. Hunter's Mark will do more damage in the future, but Bert will do more damage now.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my hunter's mark to the god of fear.
You switch your Hunter's Mark over to
So
the
I'm
god
like,
here.
boom, baby, and I'm like, shh.
Very nice.
Well
So,
done.
who do you command? So you've got two people up above the left and to the right. Who do you command your
Right.
crocodile? So your crocodile turns over, swooshing its tail as it does so, and it goes to attack one of the scouts, one of the people who shot you up above. It waddles towards this guy, and it like opens.
I just picture it like attacking with its tail.
Gotcha. It goes and it just sort of swishes with its tail. Roll to hit. It's a +7 to hit.
Cool.
That's a good bonus.
18.
18. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
So it's
1d.
1d8 plus 6.
Yes.
11.
11. Nice, very nice. Your crocodile slams its tail into the guy who shot the arrow at you, and he goes, blah, and his eyes turn small as he's like smushed into the wall. And he goes, as his breath is knocked out of him. Down below, the god of fear bubbles with excitement.
Ew.
Very nice. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. The cultist. So the guy who hid behind the god of fear, the guy who just took some of the god of fear's damage for him, it looks around, and he's you just attacked the god of fear. He's going to try to hold you down. So he's going to cast hold person on you.
Oh no.
So these black chains appear around you and tighten. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Oh no.
21!
21!
As these chains tighten around you, just flex out of them. They don't hold you. And the would-be god of the cultist breaks out into a sweat, and he's like, I feel like I made a huge mistake. And you watch as the god of fear, like his eyes recede into his body, and you can see that the eyes reappear on the other side of his head. The god of fear's mouth opens there, and he speaks to his cultists, and he says, "You're right." But yeah, that was
You said
his.
you're right?
You're right. You did make a huge mistake.
He's so disgusting. I really don't like him.
Lydia, it's your turn. Your speed is 0, but you're based up with the god of fear. What do you do?
Unhand me! And I'll go to attack him with my great sword.
I believe in you.
I'll just go ahead and roll both my attacks now. Because I'm just going to do my 2 attacks. Does that count?
Yes, but absolutely.
Okay, so 1 hits. I'm not
Are
gonna
you attacking Marcus?
No, because I'm stuck. Well, I guess I could get unstuck. Okay, so 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, here we are. Oh, you took one.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm
Okay,
doing it over
11,
here.
12, 13,
We weren't
14,
seeing
15,
when
16.
followers joined, so I'm going to know so you can see it now.
20 damage, sir.
20 damage. You strike into the god of fear, and he flexes, and as you strike into him, the groupy body that he has absorbs the attack. But so 20 damage, you said?
That's right? Like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 20.
The fanatic behind him feels you feel your spear as if though it's going into a human body, like it goes whoop, and the fanatic behind him goes, oh, as the blood appears in the spot, and he looks at his blood and looks over at you, eyes widening in fear, and the god of fear says, good.
Oh God.
It appears as if that was going to make sure that he's the last one to die here.
Oh my God. Can I try and get out of his thing or? That's my action.
That would be your action. You have to make
I'll just.
athletics check to get out.
I'm fine. I wanted to damage him, but it's not working out. Okay, I'm done. That's my turn.
Cool. The god of fear. Let's see what he's gonna do here.
Oh, that was 22 damage. I forgot to add my damage.
I got you. No worries. Let me adjust that real quick.
Sorry, little cultist.
It's all good.
2 more damage.
2 more damage. Ooh, he looks like he's on death's door.
He's looking rough.
He's looking super rough.
The cultist behind him.
So the god of fear is going to make a bite attack against you, but he's already got his mouth on you. So this one will do something else if it hits. So.
Is it gonna secrete some fear crap?
No, but it's already in here. Did you check recklessly just now?
No.
Okay, does 17 hit you?
Sorry, come on, shut up.
It does hit you. Okay.
Oh. Don't act like you're sad about that.
I am. I don't want you to die.
That's why you have your paladin as the auxiliary healer. Actually, I don't know if y'all have healing abilities, do y'all?
I do too.
Okay, so you take 11 piercing damage, but in addition to that, so you guys watch as
please give me a disease. I'm immune to that.
you guys watch as the goopiness around Lydia becomes sharp and bites into her. But as it does so, the goopiness spreads over your anvil raw body, and you watch as the goopiness becomes this big mouth that closes around you, and you watch as it gulps and like it begins to like swoosh you into the main body of the god of fear as you are swallowed.
It just bored her.
You're swallowed.
Swallowed.
I should be a bard.
Everyone gets inspiration. Everyone just take inspiration. Swallowed. My goodness, you guys are the best.
Thank you.
All right, so you're grappled. So you are swallowed. While you are swallowed, you are blinded and restrained.
All right.
And at the start of each of the god of fear's turn, you will automatically take 10 acid damage from within its belly.
Get out.
Unless it takes so much damage per turn to regurgitate.
Let me see if it has.
That's terrifying.
At the start of its turn.
Start of its turn, yeah.
It doesn't go before me.
For this particular creature, only once it is dead does that stop. All right.
I have an idea. Just survive.
Now it's the scouts' turn up there. So the first scout, looks over at the crocodile, or is it alligator?
It's a crocodile.
It's a reptile.
She said crocodile. You said crocodile.
Crocodile.
Like
Cool.
Captain Hook.
So he's gonna look at the crocodile, right, and look at you. He's going to pull out his short sword because he's not going to attack you with a bow while he's got a crocodile on his face.
Of course not.
So he's going to attack twice. Your guy's AC is 13, right? I wrote down 13. I'm not sure it's correct.
Hang on. Yep, 13.
Awesome. So 23 to hit and a 7 to hit. So he scores 1 hit on your creature.
I'm keeping track of the hit points.
Dealing a total of 4 damage.
Oh no! Did nothing.
And
Makes him more mad.
the second scout up above, who is not being attacked by that croc, is going to shoot at you. Real quick, is Summon Beast a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
So first guy's going to shoot you with the longbow. Just 21 hits, right?
Wait, hang on. It is a con.
Yes, it hits.
Oh my crocodile.
Second attack is a 16.
Yes.
So both attacks it. So wait, don't erase crocodile just yet. So the first attack does 3 damage.
Okay.
So make a Constitution saving throw to keep your focus on your spell. You just have to get a 10 or higher for this first one. What's your con modifier?
Oh, okay. I have to get a what?
10 or
A 10. What's your con modifier?
+1.
So you gotta roll 9 or higher on the dice to keep your focus on the crocodile.
You don't feel lucky. You don't feel lucky. Can I roll, or do I have to roll both to keep it?
You gotta roll the first one, then they'll attack again. And we'll do it's once per thing.
That's 20!
So you keep your focus on your crocodile. Then he'll shoot you again.
Can like the crocodile like emit gold light, like it's not going anywhere?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Emits that gold light. Second longbow attack is a critical hit.
Fuck you.
So he's gonna do.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep my. I'm sorry.
You're good. On critical roll, they swear all the freaking time.
True.
So He does 15 damage to you.
How are you looking?
Oh, rough.
Oh my goodness. But the con modifier saving throw is still 10. So whenever you make a concentration check, the DC is always half of the damage or 10, whichever is higher.
19.
So you get hit real bad there, but you keep your focus on your proc. Nice, very nice. So that is the Scout's his turn. Delta, it's your turn.
Alright, layout of the battlefield. We have Bubbling God of Fear that has currently swallowed a barbarian.
Sure.
We have one cultist next to us. It looks like he's on Death's Door.
Death's Door.
The other one that's fighting the crocodile that's also on Death's Door.
Also on Death's Door up there.
And the other one that's just shooting off arrows like a merry
Fresh.
moron.
All the arrows, and he's fresh.
Alright, I'm gonna ask y'all. I cannot heal you unless I'm within touching range of you. But does
You're gonna die. You're gonna just stick your fist into the toad's mouth.
well
Get out of
does
here.
the goo toad does he look
Goo toad.
particularly wise?
Make an insight check real quick.
What is a oh yay, I get a bonus.
Lydia, what are you seeing there?
I can't do it.
What does an 18 get me?
Deafened.
What's your wisdom score?
My wisdom is flat 0, but I have a +3 in insight.
Gotcha.
Or proficiency in insight.
It looks like his wisdom is probably a little higher than yours.
Oh.
Not greatly higher, but a little higher.
No, just enough.
So if I were to would he make a good wisdom save, I should say?
He would make it better than you would.
Oh.
Well,
I
better
mean,
than-
my wisdom save is also +3.
Oh, well then he would make it probably a little bit worse than you.
I just plant my sword in the ground, stare at this thing in all its little eyeballs, and I will cast command. I tell it regurgitate.
Ooh, neat. So
Gag reflex, bitch.
So you glow with the light of Heliod, and you look into its eyes, and you just lay down this commandment. And as you speak this word, the cavern echoes with your voices, as though it's amplified by this holy magic. Regurgitate, and you feel it echoing through the bubbling mass of this creature. What's your, spell save DC?
My spell save DC is. I didn't write
How
it
do you
down.
calculate that? I read mine
It's
doesn't
10 plus my charisma bonus, right?
10 plus your charisma bonus plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that's going to be 16
What's your charisma modifier?
plus 3.
Gotcha. So it's 3, and then proficiency bonus is 3, so that's 6 plus 8 would be 14, wouldn't it?
Oh, okay. Well, you said 10, not
You did
8.
say
Oh, so sorry. I apologize.
So yeah, it's 14
So
then.
it's 8 plus prof plus charisma.
Okay,
Yeah, 14.
so yeah, it's 14.
Sorry, that's my bad. What were you asking, Marley?
I was asking for mine too, but
she just gave you one.
I gotcha. Yeah, 8 plus prof plus, but for you it'd be wisdom, not charisma.
oh,
His spells are based off charisma, and yours are based off of wisdom. Cool.
thank you.
So, sorry, 14 is your spell save DC?
Yep.
All right, let's roll it.
Well, he has to make a wisdom save.
20 gets a 20. He bubbles
Good.
with bubbling energy, and you hear him go, and then his eyes become this one line. He looks at you, big smile, and then he says, "Just kidding."
I don't like that voice from
I
him.
growl at him.
Yeah, he knows you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Lyra, it's your turn. Your friend is swallowed by this toad.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire off at that archer could take me down. I just need him to spit up.
Neat. So you shoot 2 attacks. Wait, who now? The God of Fear?
Yep.
Neat. So you focus. Got Hunter's Mark on him, which is good.
Fuck. I'm gonna reroll one.
With inspiration. Gotcha.
Sweet. Okay, so my lowest one is a 19.
Both hits.
I should have used my inspiration to try and inflict disadvantage.
It's all good. You know for next time.
Sorry, I didn't even think of that. And Hunter's Mark is only once, right?
No, it's for every attack.
26.
26 damage. Nice. So he takes in the arrows from your bow.
Separate your eyeballs.
Nice.
And you watch as the guy up above that was being attacked by your crocodile like faints and falls over, body going as his spine hits the floor and he falls down dead.
Very midsummer.
Just his spine.
Just his spine. So he's, how much damage was it again?
26.
26. Still a bunch of damage to absorb. The guy up above who was shooting at you, he's like, you see his skin start to grow gray. He's like, he looks down and says, Master, no, I've been doing good. And you watch as his bones snap from the inside. Little cuts appear all along his arms.
Compound fractures.
He vomits some blood. He's like, why? And his hair falls out, and you watch as his eyes roll over. He begins to age super rapidly, his skin becoming sagging and gray, and he falls down as well. And as he does so, you hear a quick snap as he ragdolls
Fear is a
onto-
nasty drug, children.
onto the
Oh
ground.
my gosh.
Dead as well, just sucking the life out of his followers just so you keep his own self alive. The only one who's left is the cult fanatic who's
I
behind
lost
him.
my croc, right?
No, you didn't. You kept him out. You
Okay,
kept your
so
focus.
Where are you rolling at?
Okay, so what do I do with the croc?
You don't need to use any action to make him do whatever you want him to do. You could just tell him to do something and he'll do it.
Alright, but he's up. Is there any way he can go down without taking damage?
No, he'll take 1d6 though.
Okay. Croc! Spread your wings and fly! Yeah, I should have been a bard. This is too
You
fun.
should have.
The satyrs make excellent bards. The croc jumps off and goes, spreads his little legs and goes. The ground,
little like this.
the ground shakes and he goes.
And I want him to attack the god of fear.
Neat.
Push out!
+7 to hit.
What's the damage I took?
So he takes 1d6. So go ahead and roll 1d6.
Yeah!
Nice. Your croc is doing fine.
I just pictured it like crawling on the ground and it
Yeah.
creeped me out.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the corgi of crocs, like he's low to the ground.
super tiny.
Nice, very nice.
Alright, roll.
Oh, I found it's on my phone, sorry.
It's a +7 for you.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
He's there!
11.
11 to hit.
Mhm.
He bites into the god of fear, but it's all goopy, like pulls his mouth out and goes, puh, puh, like he didn't quite know how to attack him. Maybe next time.
I feel like a crocodile couldn't go like, but he could go.
Good.
Yeah.
It's like hissing.
Very nice. Neat. So it's so that's your turn, Lyra. The cult fanatic with his gosh, he's looking super bad. He
Delta's just growling at him. It's like, make a move, I dare you.
and he looks over at you and he says, "For the god of fear."
Why?
And you watch as he like traces in the air a spear of smoky energy, and he hurls it towards you, Delta. It's gonna go to hit.
Scary.
Scary.
Wisdom save,
Scary
let's go.
spear.
No, it's a spell attack he's gonna do.
I thought he was gonna do whole person.
Nope, spiritual weapons. That's +3 to hit. Misses.
Yes.
It just flies by you and you just deflect it with your shield. Neat. And then he's going to, as his main action, cast Sacred Flame. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, it's gonna flat roll. 15?
You make it as well. He shoots a spear at you. He calls down some black flame, but you just roll out of the way,
You just look really bad.
taking no damage. And he's like, I did all right.
Him with a heroic destiny.
Lydia, it's your turn. You are restrained and blinded. I don't think you can actually do anything. But
Can't.
while you're in there, what are you thinking? While you're with the goopiness of the
So
god of fear.
I imagine that I'm in there and I'm just like, I've just got my sword like this and I'm just gonna take a deep breath. Okay, can I breathe?
Yeah. Just barely, but yes.
Barely, and I'm gonna be like, Herois, save me from this misfortune. I have dishonored you and I do not deserve any of your kindness, but please save me so I can save my friends.
Make a religion check.
No. Oh no.
You've got inspiration if you need it.
I'm probably gonna have to use it. Where's my yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Well, and also you've all got proficiency in religion checks that relate to your god. So you add your proficiency bonus to any religion checks that you do.
Oh, it still would have been bad. Oh, okay, so I got a 18 on my inspo roll.
18, awesome. So you guys watch from outside as the little creases from the god of fear's body start to glow with this reddish energy, and he pulses like a heartbeat.
I'm sorry.
You can feel that within Lydia's alive and struggling, but that she's okay for now.
For now.
So that's her turn, letting your friends know that you're alive and to keep on kicking. Now it's the God of Fear's turn, and it's not 10 acid damage. Sorry, it's 3d6. So let me go ahead and roll that real quick. The average of which is 10, but let me just go ahead
Oh
and
my god, my heart just...
3d6.
Don't kill Stephanie again.
6 damage.
Oh.
How are you doing?
I am under 20.
Oh boy.
You're doing better than me.
So the God of Fear looks directly over at you, Delta, and he opens his mouth, and this big, like, inky tongue flies out
Oh,
and
gross!
slaps towards you.
No.
Bitch.
Tongue slap.
Indeed.
Grab that tongue. Grab
And
it.
So it's going to be 19. Your incredibly high AC is the bane of my existence. So how do you deflect this tongue?
As it just shoots out at me, just hits my shield.
You deflect the tongue with your shield. Nice.
It was like slopping
And
on
because
the
it's
shield.
and then he's going to make a bite attack on you, just so you out of just pettiness.
I can't
12 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Biting it, I just like...
Bites towards you, doesn't do anything, and he bubbles with like this bubbling, boiling, angry energy.
Growl back at him.
Now it's the scouts. Nope, because they're both dead. The God of Fear used up their energy. Then we go back up to Delta's turn. You know the God of Fear doesn't have much left to pull from. He's just got one person there. He's on the ropes.
You know what? I'm just gonna start hacking and slashing at him. First attack is a 22 to hit,
22 hits.
and I'm going to channel one of my level 1 spell slots with a Divine Smite.
Very nice.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and do my second attack roll as well. So 18 plus 6 hits too, right?
Definitely hits.
And I will also channel another Divine Smite into that.
Nice.
So
Go ahead and roll that damage.
So that's going to be 4d8 and then 2d10. Let's roll. 7. 7 plus 8 is... So, he gets dealt 47 total damage.
47 total damage. As you bring down your sword, it glows with this powerful energy, and you strike it into him. And as you do so, the resistance within him appears to catch at your sword, and sort of deflect it off, trying to resist the damage that you're throwing at him. As you lock yourself in this struggle of light energy versus dark energy, you watch as the cult fanatic behind you goes, suddenly he can't breathe, and you watch as his throat becomes crushed like a Coke can, snap, and he falls down dead as well. But the giant massive damage that you did is too much for just that one guy to have absorbed. It's still going. It's still attacking the God of Fear, and you watch as he becomes like steam, like psst, as he's like almost like boiled or incinerated by the heat of your radiance.
I wonder if this is hurting Lydia.
As that happens, your sword says suddenly free as the God of Fear is completely gone. Your sword goes clang into the ground. Ting! Lydia's right beside you, and you guys hear the echo of your blade hitting the stone ground, just cling, 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 cling. And you watch as the dead bodies all around you turn towards you with their snapped necks and their bodies. And you watch as their eyes become black and their mouths open, and as they open up, this black misty energy comes out from their mouths and quickly fills up the room.
Hold your breath!
As it does so, this fear energy just permeates everything. And now it's time for a skill challenge. You guys have defeated the God of Fear's physical body, the would-be God of Fear's physical body. And if you defeat his essence here and now, he'll be gone, destroyed.
Ooh.
Essence of the Void.
Essence of the Void.
Sounds like a really cool
Perfume.
Before we, as this essence is filling the room, may I use my final spell slot?
If it's a bonus action, you can.
Let's look.
Probably not.
Does Bartholomew and Goldcrock have to make saving checks as well?
Bartholomew does, Goldcrock does not.
Goldcrock is unstoppable.
Okay, I was gonna cast protection from good and evil upon myself because it is a touch range spell.
I gotcha. Not until next turn.
Okay.
So, so that was your turn, Delta. So here's how this works. This fear toxin energy permeates throughout the entire room, and within it you see the glowing, floating eyeballs of the god of fear all around you, looking down, blinking, coming in and out, and you hear its voice say, "You've defeated my body, but fear is forever. Fear is eternal. I will simply hitch a ride with one of you until I get out of here, and then I will make a new body. You cannot kill fear. You can never kill
Thankfully,
fear."
I still have my inspiration.
So here's how the skill challenge is going to work. It's going to be slightly harder than a regular skill challenge.
Because it's Theros, and everything is epic in Theros.
You have to make you have to have 4 successes before you get 3 failures. So when it's when it comes to your turn, you have to roll a skill check and try to get a success or a failure. Now, your skill check is going to represent you doing something to overcome this fear. It can be an attack roll, a religion check, a perception check. Like, get creative. Like, how are you overcoming your specific fear? So we just did Delta, and we're going to move over to Lyra's turn. So here's what's going on, Lyra. The smoke has become so thick that you actually can't see through it, and you hear and you hear Bartholomew is out there somewhere. And as you look around, you see what appears to be 2 glowing eyes of the god of fear come together, and you see its eyes focus in on you, and you hear a voice say, "Little Lyra, you are only a toy of destiny, and you will never escape the grasp of those who are using you." And you see this enormous owl talon reach out and grab onto your tiny body, and this little beak sort of appears looking down at you. These glowing eyes, these feathers, you are in its grasp. What do you do for your skill challenge this turn? By the way, here's how skill challenges work also. Just a little bit of info here. You can use the same skill over and over again, but each time you do, the DC will go up. If you use a different skill each time, the DC stays low. You can do the same skill as someone else does, and it won't go up, but if you use the same... Like, for example, if Marla does, like, a...
Animal handling is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, if she does animal handling twice in a row, it'll go from, easy to hard. But if, say, she does animal handling and Delta does animal handling, they'll both still be easy checks.
Cool.
So, the DC for this one, I was going to let you know, is 10. What do you do?
I'm going to use animal handling.
Neat.
I'll be like, who are we, friends? Let me go.
I gotcha.
It's an owl.
Well, it's the god of fear taking the form of an owl.
I'm being funny.
Oh, I gotcha.
She's hilarious.
I gotcha.
Don't stifle this creative process.
So what are you doing?
I'm doing an animal handling check.
I gotcha. So you feel like you can't animal handle the god of fear, but you could use animal handling to call on Bartholomew to do something.
Okay, Bartholomew will attack the fake owl.
Go. Roll animal handling.
I got a soft 20.
Soft 20. So as you are grasped by the god of fear in its talons, you call on Bartholomew, and you watch as above you the smoke clears, and your hawk comes down, bolting down like a missile.
Salem.
Hang on, our cat's attacking our carpet. Shoot.
Get out of here, I'm allergic.
Little kitty.
How does she sneak in here?
Little kitty cat.
She can open doors.
She's like a velociraptor. She can open doors.
Stop.
Alright, so Bartholomew jets down like a missile, and
can I use that to flavor his attack too? Because you said I have to roll for him too, right?
Ooh, that kind of makes it a little bit more easy for you guys to win if he's on it too.
You said I said, do I want to do it for Croc and Bert? And you said just Bert.
Just
Do
Bert.
you want to take it away?
No, I'll just make it harder. I'll do 5 successes before 3 failures. So that's your success.
Oh, 5 in total. I thought you meant like I had to make.
No, 5 total.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was everyone.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was everyone too.
But you all share each failure too, though. So,
When does a team fail?
team succeeds, team succeeds, team fails. Bartholomew flies down.
So I want him to do like stealth to whoosh, try to sneak in and get him.
Need to make a stealth check for Bartholomew.
And he got an 8.
Neat. So that's both 1 success and 1 fails. But As Bartholomew tries to sneak attack the owl, but he is unable to get a good jump on it, but he still flies around, dodging, weaving, keeping the owl's focus away from you. You feel as if though it's a dead heat, right?
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
That was a success and a failure.
Success and a failure. Alright, so Lydia, it's your turn now. As we go down to you, the smoke is super inky and all around you. And as you look around, you hear a thunk, thunk as the ground shakes. And you look, and you see what appears to be the grinding of metal on metal.
Don't let it play. Oh.
Alright, there we go.
Sorry.
Sorry, we had a kid. Okay, so you hear a thunk, thunk. And as you hear this, you look up and you see what appears to be a 12-foot tall anvil wrought minotaur. It's got enormous. Its eyes are the eyes of the god of fear, and its horns are just curling down and up. A very big nose ring. Its armor is its body, like sort of welded and pushed and like molded together into this enormous, bulky fortress of power. Its fists curl, and it looks down at you with a big old smile, and it says, "Destiny is mine today." It brings back its fist. What do you do for your skill?
I want to do an intimidation.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
So I will. I feel like she knows that it's all just an illusion at this point, at least. So I'm just gonna stay here with my sword, and I'm just like, I'm closing my eyes because I'm just like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to be distracted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my eyes closed. I'm gonna be holding my sword, and I'm gonna be like, "Destiny is mine. You will never defeat me." And then I'll roll my. And I also want to like do my rage thing where I get all like flamey and like hot iron.
Whistle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so 16.
16 is a success.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good to
So you stand up to this creature, this anvil wrought minotaur, and as you do so, you watch as you grow in size as well, to where you are both at the same size. Not unlike when Iroas and Mogus fight each other, they're gods of the same size. You are now as big as this creature as well, and you will not let it scare you. Nice, very nice. Then we go over to Delta. Delta, it's your turn. As you are there in the darkness, looking around, you feel an obsidian chain reach out from the darkness, up around your arm, and pull you this way. One more around your other arm, pull you this way, exposing your
Rippling pectorals.
Rippling pectorals.
exposing your rippling pectorals. And as this happens, you feel as if though your feet are beginning to sink in mud. You just feel yourself going down lower and lower. You watch as the muddiness, the swampiness, the darkness slowly goes up to your waist, up to your chest, and up to your neck here. What do you do?
Can I use an athletics roll to free myself?
You sure can.
21.
So you watch as the chains pull you down below, bringing your hands down below you, and you go down as the tar goes bubble as you are completely covered, and then you burst out like a superhero, like the chains breaking, and as you land once again on solid ground. That is 3 successes. So you have 2 more failures and you lose, 2 more successes and you win.
Oh no, and now it's my turn and Bert's turn.
Your turn and Bert's turn, absolutely.
No, Bert's turn.
Try and stick with your proficiencies.
Yeah, so I'm... Oh, sorry.
No.
So I want to make a survival check.
Neat. Okay, so...
And just, like, try to... survive.
I gotcha. So here's what we'll do. The owl squeezes you until the owl becomes smoke, and then you fall through the air and you land on the ground, and you look around and you are in this dark forest. The trees become like 20, 30, 40 feet tall around you. Their branches close in, making like a tunnel of dark wood. The light cannot come through it. You watch as the ground is, the grass grows big and tall, and they're like creatures in the woods, and you are lost. But survival would help you and your mind not get caught up in the darkness.
So, yeah, I just want to center myself and find out where I am to myself, and I think to go along with that, Bert can roll a stealth check and come with me to hide. same time? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. But yeah, that makes sense. So go ahead. Let's first roll Bert's stealth check.
18.
Nice.
18. That is a success. So you, as you are in this dark wood, you look around and you see what appears to be like a jaguar climbing through the boughs of a tree. It looks down at you. Its eyes are the eyes of the god of fear, and it says, "Looks like you're lost, little goat." It opens its mouth big, and there are these enormous jaws, and it pounces towards you. And as it does so, Bert, having been hidden, comes out, pulls out his talons, and goes, "Caw!" and like slashes this jaguar's neck. It falls down, becoming mist, becoming just nothing as Bert clawed through it. Bert flies around and like flaps in front of you, like awaiting your direction. And you smile and you center yourself, and as you do so, you feel a strand of destiny connect you to the right direction. And you nod, knowing that you are not lost, and you feel your body, you feel yourself looking through the mist, through the smoke, and you see that you are laying on the ground of the cave, and so is Lydia, and so is Delta, because
I
all
didn't
of
have to
this...
roll for that?
Oh, I thought you already rolled a
I rolled
successful.
for Bert.
Sorry, yes. Go ahead. That was a premature success.
Well, we know what happens if you succeed.
Let's see what happens if you fail.
16 plus 7.
How dare you say that? How dare you?
24.
24!
So you feel the connection to your body as you see the truth of the situation. The god of fear has knocked you all out into this fear dream dimension, but you see it for what it truly is. And
I see you
Ugly.
truly are ugly.
you grab onto the strand of destiny that goes from your heart to your body, and you walk through it. And as you walk, and you go back into your body, and you just breathe, and you look around. Your friends are still struggling within their own fearscapes, but
So I'm like, smack.
you smack them both.
What are the 5 fingers to the space?
And you watch as they wake up. They can see the truth of what's going on now. And as you all wake up, you hear a voice say, "No," and you guys all open your mouths, and this smoke comes out from your bodies, and it collects into the center of the room, and it becomes this little black toad that goes about the size of your fist. It goes pop in the center of the room, and it's like, "No."
Oh, can I stomp it?
There will always be fear.
I wanted to put it in a jar.
And it hops towards
We need to
the
kill it.
wait. It hops towards the door. I will survive, and I will regain.
Oh, can Bert eat it? Bertie's toads. Can
It
Bert
flies-
eat it? Go, Bert, go!
Bert
Get him, Bert!
Bert flies and lands in front of the toad, and it's like, "It's foolish, big hawk. Your animal mind cannot comprehend the fear that I." And Bert goes. And the god of fear's little legs out of Bert's mouth is like,
Like baby Yoda
Baby
the
Yoda,
frog.
yes.
It goes, and then Bert goes, and a little small bubble goes, and Bert looks at you with a little.
Oh, good job, babe.
And you guys have successfully killed
Yes!
not only the body, but the essence of the would-be god of
He
fear.
gone.
So as he is destroyed, you guys feel as if though you have done a great deed in service of the gods. Everyone gains 1 piety.
Yay!
Yeah.
Alright, my
Give me
coffee.
Except for you get 2.
Oh, I was like, excuse me! I get 2.
Yes, because you declared.
Because I declared. Well, I asked for help the second time.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
Because I just declared that I was gonna defeat him, or in his name the first time. The second
Yeah.
time I was like, help
I did that too after I vaulted over Lydia.
I gotcha. But like her god specifically is like declare for me, and I will give you an extra piety.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lyra, you also gained 1 more piety too because you fought something that was going against its destiny.
Did I count this wrong?
What's that?
I was at 4, so now I'm at 6.
Now you're at 6
Wow.
because this creature was trying to escape its
Ew.
destiny, and you gain another piety. Neat.
Oh, I forgot you hate your gun. I was like, why are you saying ew?
Nice, very nice. Cool. So you guys have successfully defeated the would-be god of fear. What do you guys do now?
I need a nap.
Nah.
I'm hurting so bad.
Where is the nearest town? I need to go to the bathhouse and just relax.
The nearest town from here, probably. So there are 3 huge city-states that are the big areas of commerce in the good world of Theros. But there are various little villages scattered throughout. You guys are close to the northern edge of the Nylian wood. Once you leave the woods, there will probably be a village or a town not too far from where you're going. So, is that what you guys want to do?
Yes.
Towards our destination, though.
I need to go pee and then I need to go tuck in our son.
Yeah.
Can we just assume that like I'll use my survival to help
Get us to our.
Let's take a little break
Oh, I'm
and get
sorry,
back to
guys.
it. No worries. So on our break, you will see an ad for our YouTube channel, Nerdy Nellies. And also, if you guys want to see the episode before this one, you can also go to that same YouTube page, and the episode before this one will be recorded. This one will also be on that page, on that YouTube page, for you guys to see later too as well. I think the volume on the Nerdy Nellies ad is a little bit louder than I would like.
Yeah.
So just
Sorry.
a fair warning to turn your volume down a little bit, and put that on for you guys. Joop, joop, joop. But yeah, we'll be back soon.
Oh my god, I love the like.
Welcome back. All right. So our
Sorry.
So our heroes
How
have
dare you.
just defeated. Our heroes have just defeated the would-be god of fear in both his spiritual form and his physical form. Yeah. So as you guys do so, you guys leave the cave and you're at the top of the mountain. Down below, you see the Nylian wood on all sides. You're closer to the northern edge than anywhere else, and that's probably where you'll find the nearest town. But it is actually right now starting to get pretty late. The sky is a black, purplish, bluish, with a little bit of red on the very, very tip of the horizon over there. But it's already getting pretty dark. What do you want to do?
You want to travel through the night?
I
Wait,
think
first of all, both of y'all come here. Like I put my hands on y'all's shoulders, and I will use, in case any beasties trying to sneak up on us in the night, I will use all 5 charges. Okay, who's more hurt?
Oh, you are.
I am.
Barely.
I will give you 15 HP, and you will get 10 from lay on
I get
hands.
10?
So the light of Heliod glows within you like your own personal sun.
Like that last ray of sunlight on the horizon, like just briefly
Aw,
shines.
beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
I think I found a pencil.
Oh, sorry. That was a pencil.
Very cool. So as you guys leave the cave and you guys begin to make your way down into the woods, or do you stay up here?
Well, remember, there's still like the return dudes lingering about the woods.
Well, maybe we don't go into the woods at night. Maybe we just make camp.
You guys slew the return.
Yeah.
Okay, well, remember too though, Bartholomew had some sort of hiccup on, or some sort of hang up on a lake and blood and.
Yes, there was that evil lake that Bartholomew saw as well.
Should be important.
Well,
later.
shoot though, we need. Like, how far are we from where Cultist needed us?
A day left? We have a day of travel left?
Well, Cultist needed you here to defeat the god of fear, and now that you guys.
Oh, what was our side thing then? I'm really sorry, it's been a while.
4 days away from here, the god of fear will become a god, Black Toad.
Oh,
Mountains
so we're just
are
waiting
mountains, and it says mountains are 3 days away. That's my second note. I have no idea what that was for though.
This mountain is 3 days away.
Okay.
So
You
we're
guys
fine. We can do whatever we want
You guys
now.
basically accomplished your intro quest.
Okay, I kind of I look at Lyra and I said, so those strands of fate show you where we need to go next.
Let me call Clovis.
Let's just call Cultist up on the old iPhone.
Once per short rest, I can. That's not it. Please hold. Augury, once per day, God can tell you good, bad on decision making.
So augury is more like you ask, like, is this a good idea? Yes, no, yes, and no.
Yeah.
But you can also make a religion check to try to speak to Cultist, or to try to get a message from Cultist directly.
Okay.
And you have all those pies.
And so I didn't use once per short rest I can add 1d10 to ability check. Since I didn't do that last time, can I put that towards religion or no?
What's that power called?
Oracle Cultist, God of Fate, Destiny. God can choose to speak through you once per short rest. I can have 1d10 to an ability check.
Neat. Yeah. So you can add 1d10 to any ability check once per short rest, and that can be for your religion check if you want to.
And so it'd be plus 13. 22.
Ooh.
Was that plus 10 or plus 1d10?
I rolled a d20.
Yeah.
And you said plus 13?
Plus 13, because I've got plus 3 with religion with Cultist.
Uh-huh.
Plus 10, so 13 plus 9 is
Oh, he said roll a d10, not plus
Oh.
10.
Oh.
I thought you said plus.
Yeah, it's a d10, not plus 10.
So, oh wait, so do I roll a d20?
Well, yeah. So what do you roll for on your d20?
9,
Cool. So that's
10, 11, 12.
plus 1d10.
I gave you the
So
wrong.
12 plus a d10.
16.
16. Awesome possum. All right.
It says, oh, it does say 1d10.
Hee hee har har.
So
You can do math.
as you guys begin to make your way down to the base of the mountain, you pull out the Hydra's Eye crystal ball. And you,
Roll it. Can I flavor it? I'm trying to get one in D&D.
Sure.
I'm trying to do my D&D.
Well, like, I feel like
Just help.
you do it for, okay. So I'll pull out the Hydra's ball. My crystal ball. I'll roll it in my hand. Sweet.
You just shake it like an 8
Like an
ball.
Fathers!
Father, are you home? No, it's really not a big deal. We don't need to talk. Kinda. Should we keep going through this forest? Father!
So you shake the crystal ball, and then you look into it, and you see it's full of this like white mist that swirls around for a while. And then for a second, you see the briefest flash of a face that has an eye covering made out of woven white hair. And you watch as this face looks at you just for an instant, and then it frowns, and then the face becomes shrouded in that white mist once more. And as that happens, your crystal ball goes completely blank.
Did we see that too, or?
Yes, you saw that too.
So she frowned when you asked her if we should stay in the woods.
Frowning is bad.
The ground begins to shake, and as it does so, the side of the mountain splits open. And as it does so, you see two enormous hands come through
What
the side of the mountain,
Is it claw?
pulling the mountain apart. And looking at you, you see a very, very large face with 6 horns, 3 coming out of each side of its head. Woven through these horns, you see strands of white hair that go all around.
Oh God, she's so angry!
As the mountain splits open, Cultist looks over at
I'll just sit
all of
on the
you.
floor.
And as that happens, these strands of hair fly out, and you watch as they wrap around Lydia and Delta, and one goes towards you, Lyra, and wraps around you. But instead of holding you in place, it's more like it's connecting to you. And Cultist looks down at you just for a second. And as it does so, as Cultist looks down at you, you see parts of the hair that's covering her eyes sort of open up for a second, and you see a light. And as you look into that light, you get this vision before you. You find yourself floating through Nyx, the blackness of space, stars all around you. And you see Cultist way off in the distance in the horizon. One strand of her hair connecting her to you, your destiny to hers. And Cultist says, just not looking at you, but speaking away from you, but you hear her voice ringing out like an echo in your mind. Cultist says, my oracle,
So,
there will always be need for you, because there will always be those who are trying to go and get away from their destiny. It is your responsibility as my agent in the world to stop these people wherever they are. You have to keep them in their place. Destiny is not meant to be escaped by mortal or god. And she looks over at you, and the world around you flashes once more. And you see, off in the distance, there's a castle, like a European-style castle. And then you see a vision of a woman sitting on a throne, wearing this red long robe that drapes over the floor, and this big crown that has several horns all around it. And she's very happy. She has this retinue of soldiers all around her. And
oh, that must be nice, right, Cultist? Nothing wrong with happiness?
And Cultist looks over at you, and she says, "This woman has openly declared her hubris for the world. She has claimed that it is her destiny to create an empire that will rule for all eternity. She will use her wealth to make that happen." And then we zoom over to behind the castle, where you see a very large gated paddock type area. And within that paddock, you see what appears to be a very big, fat sheep. Very big, enormous sheep, the size of like a semi-truck, like a big old
Oh
sheep.
my god.
Is it a Nixwell ram?
It is a ram. It is a sheep whose fleece is super golden, but wherever its shadows are, you just see the stars of Nyx. And you hear Cultist say the following: "This woman has enslaved a powerful beast and is using its wool to create unimaginable wealth so that she may one day rule the world. Right now, her vast empire is only one castle and one small battalion of mercenaries that she has hired. It is not her destiny to rule the world, and it is not her destiny to keep this beautiful creature enslaved."
No, that would be bad.
I
I'm not a bard.
charge you, my agent, to find this woman and make sure that she cannot use this creature anymore, either by releasing it or killing it. The choice is yours, but destiny will not be denied. Also, you can stay in the woods. And then she goes, and everything
Perfect.
vanishes once more, and you guys wake up and you look around, and the mountain was never cracked. It was a
Trauma.
mere illusion.
Ugh.
Does that normally happen that way?
I mean, if she's in her mood.
Did she say we could stay in the woods?
Your goddess scares me.
She scares me too.
Can we stay in
Kinda.
the woods?
Yeah, we can.
We didn't hear what she was saying.
No, you didn't hear.
That's okay.
We just saw her splitting the mountain apart.
Oh, we gotta go save a ram from a queen who wants to rule forever, and that is bad because Cultist said so.
Oh.
I'm guessing.
We have to either kill or free the ram.
Kill or free?
So it is a
Those are
woman
vastly
constructing an
different options.
empire.
She may no longer possess this ram. I'm so sorry. My contact hurts really bad. I wanna go.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
is it?
So
go change
while
the
she's,
light.
I'm guessing while she's downtime, like when she does her contact, but she kind of explains the situation of this woman and her empire
Yeah.
and her goals. As someone stemming from Adastran nobility, would I know of this woman?
Make a history check.
History.
Probably not, but who knows?
What did the 17 get me?
You have heard tales of this merchant queen who travels through the fields of the Adastrans and who trades with everybody, humans, satyrs, centaurs, who wears this long red robe that always drapes around her wherever she walks. You don't remember her name, and she didn't seem particularly fueled by ambition to do anything, but that sounds like the closest person you could think of when it comes to what Lyra described.
So possibly a merchant queen
Possibly a merchant queen.
who's getting too big for her britches.
Exactly. You do know that
Maybe
she
she
sold.
should buy new pants.
You do know that this merchant queen was big on selling fabrics and such.
Oh, she could make her own new pants.
So a merchant queen who specializes in textiles.
Exactly.
Sounds like Settlers of Catan. She's got too many sheep.
Too many.
I just rolled a history check to see, like, stemming from the nobility of my people, if I might be aware of who she is.
Do you know her name?
Not her name, but her possible profession.
What is your profession?
Her former profession. Now she wants to be an imperialist.
Queen.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody
Wants
to rule the world. Nice.
Freed or dead.
Are you going to kill this guy?
If not, there would be horrible ramifications.
Nice. Very, very nice.
I would really like to dual.
You gotta take some bard. You gotta.
That would be.
That would be
Usually
amazing.
cheesy, but something about Lyra.
You gotta start taking
Lyra
some
brings it out
bard.
in you.
Oh my goodness. So do you guys camp out in the woods?
I mean, it's convenient. They're tired, and I didn't take any damage in that fight.
Very nice.
I didn't take any damage in the first fight. Your turn next.
Rude.
So we cut over.
Your turn next.
I
Rude.
know, just the bragging. Yeah, we cut over. Here we are.
cut to
We're
your
cutting.
campfire. So you guys are gathered around, sitting on some fallen logs with a campfire in the middle, knowing that it's probably safe to camp down here for the night. Is there anything you do before you guys head off to sleep?
I make sure to stuff the Hydra eye really far down in my bag.
Is there like a little
Put it
pond
on
or a
the-
stream near us? Delta needs to wash the dried blood out of his pretty blonde fur.
You sure can.
Like, ladies, I'm gonna go bathe. I'm disgusting. Shout if you need me. And he goes to find like a place to bathe.
Neat.
Lydia's gonna stamp around in a circle and make herself a little bed.
Nice. Very nice. Stamp.
I'm gonna climb into a tree. Like Katniss in the Hunger Games, I'm gonna let myself in.
you get nice and cozy. Bartholomew flies over to you and like looks at you and like nods.
I undo my jacket or cloak and then like you can nest in it.
Yeah, very nice. You guys are both nice and cozy up in the tree. Delta, as you go over to this little stream and start to clean yourself off, excuse me,
Tasty.
do you bathe yourself as well or just clean your weapon?
I bathe myself and clean my weapon as well.
Neat. So
I'm multitasking.
Neat. So as you start to like
I
you
just
know,
like hang my
clean
toga
yourself
on
off,
the
you-
nearby branch.
Oh my god.
as you're hanging your toga up and you're cleaning off
Oh no.
your
Oh
sword,
no, an encounter.
this you look at your fur and it gives off a very, very, very faint glow. Probably most people wouldn't notice it, but definitely you notice it as well. And then you look down into the river and you see yourself. And as you look down, the water ripples for a moment, and then you see the reflection of Heliod looking down upon you. This
Okay.
enormous, tall man, bronze skin, this halo of radiant gold white energy, a beautiful robe, wielding this incredible spear by his side. So bright is his energy that in the reflection of the pond it looks like daylight. You look up
Nice.
behind you and there's nothing above you or behind you, there's just darkness. But you look down the pond and there Heliod is, and you feel his hand on your shoulder, and he looks down at you and says, "My child, you have done well today. You fought bravely in my name and defended those who needed defending. Thanks to you, there is one less usurper who will try to take my throne, and for that, I thank you." And he touches his head to your head, and he grants you one more piety.
Yay!
Neat.
And there was much rejoicing.
His tail wags in the water.
My tail wags.
Neat.
The
He said,
goodest of boys.
The goodest boy.
"My child, I have an important mission for you.
Anything.
A generation ago, I wanted my people safe even in the darkest of night. So I went to the sun and I took a shard, a piece of powerful sun energy, and I gifted it to the mortals so that they might have my sunlight at all times. However, the champions of Erebos, my mortal enemy, the god of darkness in the underworld, champions of Erebos wanted to steal this energy for their own. For that generation, my champion and their champions fought over and over again until a shard was lost and no one knows where it is. There is a seer, an oracle, whose entire purpose, whose destiny is to have a vision and find where my shard of energy, my sunlight, is. But
I guess for a dime a dozen.
and I blessed him with immortality, so that one day a champion might find him and tell him where the shard could be found. However, Erebos wanted to best me, and though he could not kill this oracle, he kidnapped him and placed him on an island in the middle of the ocean. On the island, he placed 40 hellhounds and a large tower at the top of which the seer has been imprisoned. I charge you, my champion, to sail out to the sea, go to this island, defeat the 40 hellhounds, ascend to the tower, find the seer, and learn the location of this shard of sunlight, so that the mortals can have my power with them always. I entrust this to you.
Consider it done, and like Delta's tail is just wagging. He's excited. He's like, he has a grand quest now.
He pats you on the head, and he says, "Be warned.
I love Delta.
As you have grown in power, so too has Erebos' sight fallen upon you. He may send champions to thwart you.
Are there any particular champions I should be wary of?
There are a few, but none as powerful as you are now."
Oh, shucks.
He's like, whatever, but his tail's wagging about.
Shut up, baby, I know it.
I believe in you. And you watch as the water ripples once more, and the reflection within becomes night once again, and you are once again alone, and yet not alone.
You paint a pretty picture, Tony.
Well, thank
That
you.
was a really pretty picture, and now I'm excited. I know what to do.
Very cool. So you rejoin the camp, and you notice that, Lyra, are you already asleep?
Oh,
You're nice and cozy asleep. What about you, Lydia?
Same.
Neat. So you two are nice and cozy and asleep as well.
I would like to think that I'm like right at the base of the tree that she climbed on. Just
Protective?
yeah.
I feel like if we're referencing Hercules movies, I'm gonna be snoring like the Pegasus.
Perfect.
Oh, real quick, sorry, Lydia, you're animal rot. That means you don't sleep.
Oh, you're right. You're
So
right. I just kind of.
You become like essentially
Rest.
like a sleep
That's
mode.
yeah.
So you
Okay, so that's perfect for me to be just
Yeah.
chilling.
exactly. You are alert. You wouldn't be surprised by an ambush because you'd be awake, but you're still like
Right.
resting up. So as everyone gathers together and goes to sleep, you keep watch over everything, and then as you keep watch, you hear a rustling sound, and you look around to your left and to your right. Make a perception check real quick.
Deedle. Where is my perception? Oh.
22.
Oh, big ol' 8.
Big ol' 8. You look to the left, you see nothing. You look to the right, you see nothing. Make a religion check real quick, and roll this one with advantage.
With advantage.
You can steal my advantage.
I just broke my wrist trying to grab that. Oh, Deedle. What am I doing? Religion? So I got a 9.
And you add +3 with it when it's with your god. Right?
Oh, is that with my god?
Yeah.
So I got a 12.
12. Just enough. So you look around, and then you feel a direction being pointed out to you, and you look over at the grass in front of you, in front of your campfire, and you see it's well lit by the campfire. You see the patch of grass. And you sort of like focus and like get down closer to the patch of grass, and you blink at it. And as you blink into this patch of grass, your vision zooms in on this patch of grass. And as you zoom in, you see that this patch of grass is like the wide open fields of the Lagana Centaurs. Like it's like as if though you are a god and you can see the world down below,
That's so cool.
super tiny, like ants. But this is the world. And you see the fields of the Lagana Centaurs, and you see a band of these centaurs running through the fields, just on one of their patrols. Your people who are living their lives as centaurs are wont to do, and you look down at a particular tiny little centaur, and you see its chest cave in as an enormous fist like punches it right in the gut. You hear the crack of many ribs just being like brought into it as the centaur falls down, instantly dead. And you look down, like you part the grass, and you look and see. You see what appears to be a stout minotaur with like this reddish fur and these big old horns, not made of metal, just a regular minotaur. And you watch as another centaur rushes over towards them, and he like, slams his fist into its side and like sends it flying dead. You watch as another minotaur rushes over with a spear and goes ah and stabs it straight through its spine. The centaur falls over dead, and then you watch as it comes back to life and it pulls the spear out of himself and he chucks it and it flies through the air and it hits the centaur in the throat and the centaur falls down dead. And the minotaur beats his chest and goes
Jeez.
and he looks over up into the air and he says, "I claim this field in the name of Mogus."
Oh.
And he watches, he burns with this fiery aura, and you look up and you see another centaur, but not tiny, like enormous, huge, well, one the size of you because you are enormous compared to these little things down below. You look up and you see a centaur with a winged helmet whose face is obscured in the shadows, and it looks over at you and it says, "My champion, there is a minotaur who has claimed a piece of the Lagana centaur territory and is killing every centaur that passes through. Due to a blessing of my brother, the god Mogus, this minotaur cannot die unless he is bested in an honorable one-on-one challenge. The centaurs do not know this, and they keep trying to attack him as a group, and they will keep dying until somebody goes and faces this foe. I charge you, my champion, to rid your homeland of this menace before he kills many more of your brethren. Do you accept this challenge?"
Absolutely, I do.
"Then,
Robert.
in my name, right this wrong."
It will be done.
He nods, and you look down, and the little grass is just grass once more.
Oh.
You can't find the world anymore, but you now know the truth of what's going on. You look up, and Roas is gone. And you all receive these new missions from your gods. So, these missions here, you guys feel, don't have a strict timetable, so to speak.
Bonus side quest.
But here's the thing. I'm going to let you guys in on this. Somebody cast Fireball at 20th level. Ha! Nice.
Let's just nuke an entire town with that.
Do it.
Why not?
Is that a comment?
Oh yeah, that's a comment.
Is that on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
The second comment in the chorus.
How do you see
Where?
that?
I don't see anything.
Down here, I cast Fireball.
Oh.
But what was I gonna say? So whichever mission you guys choose to do first, the other two missions will get a little bit harder, and then whatever mission you do next, the last mission will also get a little bit harder. So it's up to you guys. Morning comes to you as the sunlight breaks through the horizon. You guys gather together. What do you do?
I'm assuming we'd all sit and share
Yeah,
our godly visions.
you can definitely just. Do you want to roleplay that out, or do you just want to say
Yeah,
that you guys?
Let's role play it out.
Well, I already talked about my ram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that Cultist came to you and gave you a quest, because last night when I was taking a bath, yeah, that's a great way.
Splash, splash, and it's doing it.
Yeah, last night when I was taking a bath, I was visited by Heliod.
Ooh.
He told me this story that like a generation ago, that he took a shard of the sun and gave it to the mortals. However, the Erebos, the envious bastard he is, he sent his champions to steal it. And so basically, it's just been this back and forth competition between the champions of Heliod and Erebos to basically keep ownership of this shard of sunlight. He really didn't tell me what it does, but he said that it's of utmost importance that it needs to be reclaimed. He said I needed to go out to sea to where this lone island is, and to find an immortal seer that is imprisoned at the top of a tower that's guarded by 40 hellhounds.
Oh, another oracle?
Another oracle.
Perhaps you know them.
Yes, all oracles are aware of each other.
I thought so.
She was being sarcastic.
I don't know what that
Sarcasm.
means.
I was being funny.
Oh, ha.
just a ha.
A singular ha.
I too was visited by Erois last night.
I don't know, we're all just having godly visions, aren't we?
I do believe that time is of the essence with my mission. My people are dying. They're being slaughtered by a minotaur that was sent by Mogus. As no one is dying in your missions, I think that mine does take precedence.
I mean,
there's people dying. The state of the mortal world at balance. And then a rabid imperialist capitalist who's trying to use the wool of an innocent sheep to basically build their empire.
trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
So,
I'm so sorry.
You're so
is
good.
there like a game of chance we can okay, if we can't decide, is there a game of chance that we can try and
We
do?
can all roll that. We can all roll 20s, and whoever's
We'll go in the order of those
just
dice.
flat 20s.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Or
Let's
so
roll it in the middle of the table.
we can say one thing that would be really cool is if you guys pull out a little table or pull out this little flat rock, and you each happen to have like a d20 dice on you because you got a little dice set.
Well, the ancient Greeks actually did have a form of d20s.
Nice, very nice. So I think we could do a thing where it's like you each have a cup, and you put it in, you put your d20 in there, and you roll it, and you put it down, and then whoever gets the lowest number is out, and then you roll again, just the two who are left, and whoever gets the highest number there wins.
Cool.
And then who goes next? After we just decide
Well, whoever rolls
the best, we go do that one first.
Whoever rolls the lowest is out, and then
Right.
the next two roll off against each other.
basically the first one.
And then
who
we'll
once
go
we
in that
finish-
order too.
Do we go in that order, or then whenever
Or
we
we just
finish
decide
that
what we
quest?
want to
You
do.
just decide who goes first based off of that. You
Okay.
can go from there.
Oh,
Alright.
Okay, so the ultimate winner decides the order.
Or decides
Or
the
just
first
what
mission.
goes first.
Okay.
We're looking at the first thing
Wait,
or
wait,
not.
Once-
before you
once
guys
seven.
roll, you guys take out a cup and you each put your dice in there. Oh wait, what are each of your dice colored?
Mine is like seafoam green.
Nice.
charcoal.
Charcoal.
Mine's is a sunset.
Very nice. So you guys all put your dice into the cup and you shake it together and you put it on the ground and then you lift the cup up to see who got the highest and lowest numbers. What'd you get?
I got a 5.
I got a 6.
5 for Erois, 6 for Lyra, and then Delta gets a.
My people will just die.
A 2.
To the sheep!
So Delta is out. So now it's between
yeah.
Lydia and Lyra. So you guys re-put your. But hang on. So as you guys put the dice in and you rolled, as you did that, the clouds up above began to swirl, and like a vicious wind like whips up.
Yeah, that's not happening.
And you
No, my toga.
you guys
As I do the Marilyn Monroe.
you guys saw like burning sunlight just for a second, and then like feathers flying through the air,
Oh, no.
and you guys see the branch of a tree snap and fall as if though it were a spear going into the ground. Like your gods are all talking to each other as you guys are also
Oh my
rolling
God.
for each other too.
Oh my god, this is so fun. I love it.
So
The gods are
It's a win-win for me.
They're just
Really
betting
bad.
on a random game of
This
chance.
feels like rebellion.
I just imagine them sitting on whatever Mount Olympus analog they're like, no, it's gonna be mine.
just
They're betting.
up in Nyx. As it comes down to just you guys, you look up above. No, you guys look at each other, but you look up and you see what appears to be a cloud in the shape of a winged helmet, and the cloud in the shape of like a little spindle and thread, like
Oh my god.
like fly towards each other, just sort of. But you guys,
Plain chicken.
you guys don't even see this as you guys put your dice in and you shake it all up and then
Oh my
put it
God.
on the rock,
My ears just like flatten.
Okay.
I'm so stressed.
and you pull up the cup and you reveal the numbers.
Fuck! I got one!
You guys watch as the drop spindle merges with the winged helmet, and the winged helmet grows slightly in size before dissipating into the winds. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder and a voice in your ear say, "Good. This was always the correct choice, my champion."
Clothis, it was destiny. You can't be mad at me.
Oh, very nice. And so as you feel this in your heart, you also see a cloud up above in the shape of an arrow that points you to the west, where you know the fields of the Lagana centaurs are. You know in that direction is your homeland. and also where this evil champion of Mogus is located. So, what do you guys do now?
Ladies,
Oh,
let's
so-
start heading towards the Lagana Fields.
Can we roll for HP? Because we took a nap now?
Oh, if you took a nap,
yeah.
you just gain your HP
Oh,
off.
I thought it was like.
Oh yeah, because we did a long rest.
Long rest, yeah. You guys gain your HP, your spell slots. Yeah.
So much erasing.
Cool, so if we're gonna have to fight this, what would be,
We need a minotaur.
I would like to add my 1d10 to an ability check of, I'm gonna do wisdom if that's okay.
And what check do you want to do?
I need to get more water.
Oh, I have to pick one thing.
Yeah, it's whenever you do anything, like a stealth check or perception check, you can use your oracle power to add a bonus to that.
I'm gonna do, insight.
What info are you trying to glean?
On a short rest, I can add it to an ability check, so I have to pick it after my rest. The only reason I did it beforehand, or no, I thought I did.
It's basically whenever you do anything that you want to get a bonus on, like say you roll a stealth check and you
It
fail.
says once per short rest, so it doesn't have to be pre-planned out.
No,
Oh, I thought it was this way.
no. You can do it on, if you fail a
Okay,
check,
no.
you can just sort of add it to it with your oracle powers.
Oh, sweet, I didn't know that.
Heck yeah.
Good to know. We're a little hydrated queen.
I'm very thirsty.
Awesome. So, do you guys head off towards the Lagana Fields?
Mhm.
Neat. Alright, as you guys head off towards the Lagana Fields, nature appears to be sort of giving way. Things don't appear to be as difficult for you as they could have been. You walk through the woods, and as you walk through the woods, you see the occasional animal, but they sort of stop and stare at you, and they don't really give you any kind of bother. In fact, as you walk for a while, you see a deer, a stag actually, with like 12 points, off the distance at a hilltop, stop and look at you, and like give like a small bow, and then it nods.
Oh, curtsy.
I want to like bow to you, but like as a how do I just like a centaur bowing, like you know,
Centaur, yeah.
putting like a leg down.
Putting one of its front legs down and like bowing.
Yeah.
With both of its, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
You get it.
Yeah, for sure. And so it bows in return. All of you make religion checks. This is not related to any of your gods, though.
Not good at least. Oh, hey-o.
So no bonus. No religion bonus.
20.
Nice, I got a 17. We all did so well.
We all stuck together. We all did great together.
Yes.
Neat. You guys all feel as if though Nylia is pointing you, is telling you guys to go to the hilltop where that deer was before it bounces off and away.
Sweet.
Let's follow the deer.
Follow
Something is
the-
telling me we need to follow the deer.
I felt that as well.
So you guys, it's
Good
it's
thing here.
very slightly off course from
Felt
your
it in here
quest,
like
but
heartburn.
Heartburn. What
So
is
you guys-
heartburn? Your heart is burning? Do you need water?
It's acid from your stomach in your chest.
Your heart is burning.
A little bit.
That's
Badass.
not a good thing.
Legendary.
I'm just walking ahead of them as they're having their back and
Here's
forth.
water.
I would like to take my water skin and just put
And
out
like
the-
drenching her
burning-
nice.
Put out the burning
cloak.
heart.
Think.
It shouldn't be burning anymore.
That's better. No way.
So you guys walk over to the top of the hill where you saw the deer before it bounded away. As you guys get to the top of the hill, you see what appears to be a cairn, like a mound of stones marking a grave site, and you see what appears to be this marble plaque at the base of the cairn, and you see the words written down. Here lies. Sorry, this is a little dumb, but here lies Balto, champion of Nylia, powerful warrior of many weapons.
Why is that down? The name Balto?
Yeah.
I like that name.
Okie. So you guys found Balto's grave. What do you do?
Is the name of any significance to us?
You guys know that Balto was a powerful champion of Nylia who lived for 200 years before he died peacefully of old age, and was a fierce protector of the woods. There are several stories that tell of his exploits. He's like a legend who died way back when.
Now I keep thinking Balto like the dog.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, is he a Dastrin?
He is a Dastrin, actually.
The tail starts wagging.
I'd probably lay a hand on the grave marker and just say, "May Eros bless you and keep you wherever you reside." Some sort of a little prayer for him.
Yeah, you put your hand down and you speak so, and you feel the top of a wooden chest that's buried here.
Is it a false grave? Oh, sorry. I don't know what's happening.
You don't know.
All right, I've got my hand here. I feel something.
Is it the heartburn?
It feels like a box.
Can I like sniff the
Like
box?
a casket?
Feels like wood.
Maybe. It feels like wood.
I felt wood.
Is it a casket or buried treasure?
You can do you want to investigate?
Yeah.
So you guys brush off the dirt and from around it, and you see that it appears to be a chest.
Should we open this?
Can I like sniff the chest?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll roll. Since it's a scent-based perception roll, I get advantage. 25.
Nice.
It is very, very old. It's a chest about yay big, not super huge.
Is it locked?
It's mostly buried in the ground. You can pull it out if you want to.
Let's pull it out. I kind of like put my hand on the gravestone and like, I hope this is not considered grave robbing noble ancestor.
It totally is, but I don't say it.
I mean, we were led here for a reason.
I guess that's true.
So you pull up on the chest, and as you do so, you thunk, put it down in front of you. The wood is very, very old. There's like bronze bands around it keeping it in place, and there's a lock that's keeping it shut as well. And you see an inscription written upon the top of this chest, and it says the following: "These weapons were mine in life, and in death they will only go to a worthy champion." What do you do?
Open it, bro.
So, do I have to destroy the lock?
Nobody
Nope.
has tools, do we?
No.
You feel as if though it's destiny. The lock is locked for everyone, but maybe not for you guys.
I will move to undo the lock.
So you grab onto the lock itself, and as you do so, it becomes the lock becomes hard light. Then the light disappears, and the lock is no more.
I will open the box.
What's in the box?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Gotcha. So you open the box, and you see 3 weapons.
It was meant to be.
You see the first weapon is this enormous spear with like this obsidian point that has vines wrapped around it, and it gives off this greenish energy. And this, as you grasp it, Lydia, you feel as if though this was meant for someone like you. And this weapon is known as Nylia's lance. It's a spear, but it's called Nylia's
I love
lance.
that.
And it's a regular spear, right? It's you can throw it, and it uses strength for its attack bonus. But how it works is once per day, you can choose to invoke Nylia's name when you throw the spear, and whoever it hits becomes grappled by the earth itself for 1 turn. So their speed becomes 0.
That's epic.
That would
Yes.
be useful.
And it's once per day?
Once per day, you can have that grapple effect.
Are these considered magical weapons at all?
They're considered magic weapons, yes. So
That would have been
Our first magical weapons, y'all.
oh, and its range is like 100 feet, so it can go pretty far.
Dang.
Nylia's lance.
Man, is that gonna piss off my god if I call out?
I mean, we're being gifted these, so it's not like we're taking them unwillingly.
Yeah.
You feel as if though Nylia's giving these to you.
Oh,
Like
sweet. I want to give
It's
from
it's
another
it's
god.
not it's
Take
not
that cloth
it's
and
not
take
like
that
it's not like she's
Make
demanding our
Cloth
loyalty
jealous.
to use these.
cloth is really
Okay.
pointing shining weapon.
So it's okay if we're using them like we're not giving our
Right.
total loyalty to this goddess. She is just gifting these for the favor we've done
Yes.
for her.
Absolutely. All right, Lyra. So you see what appears to be a bow whose arms are made of this like horn, like this ebony type material, upon which there are like several runes that are like symbols of wings and feathers. And there's a bowstring that's like very, very taut. And as you grab onto it, you feel as if though you know this weapon. This weapon is called Sky Sentinel. During his adventures, Balto met many creatures who flew and were very aggressive and were very troublesome and stayed out of his range. So here's what this weapon does. It's a magic weapon. Against flying creatures, you can see there is no limit. As long as you can see them, they are within your attack range.
Ooh, that is cool.
In addition, once per day, you can invoke Nylia's name, and if you hit a creature with this arrow, that creature has no fly speed. So if there's a creature flying in the air and you hit it with an arrow, it'll plummet to the ground.
That
Wow.
is so cool.
So it's like the bane of flying creatures, basically.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
And then what's the attack?
It's the same as your regular longbow attack. It's just extra good against flying creatures. Neat.
Like dragon.
Ooh, gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah. All right, and you see a shield in the box as well,
Ooh.
and you pull it out, and it is very similar in shape to your shield. It's Balto's shield, and you see that it's engraved with runes that depict thorns and vines and like the fierceness of nature. And it's just called Thorn Shield. And how it works is whenever a creature hits you with while you are wielding this shield, you can use your once per day. You can use your reaction to if they hit you, deal 2d6 damage to that creature and push them back 10 feet.
Ooh, okay.
Dang.
So you guys are gifted these weapons by Nylia, or at least you feel as if though that is the case. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to open the lock on the chest. Neat. And as you retrieve these weapons, you feel as if though your gods would not don't want you to not have these weapons. They just don't want you to convert to full-on loving Nylia forever, you know?
Nylia's the best. Nylia, we should start a fan club.
I don't know that she's
I feel
the
like
best. I don't know
we
that
need
she's
to get
the best.
shirts printed.
I would not wear this
Or
shirt.
like friendship bracelets with Nylia.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think I will start making them.
I express my gratitude to the goddess of nature and appreciate her gift.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
So you guys rebury the chest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Neat.
And I will also say I will give thanks to the goddess Nylia for choosing one of my people to be her champion.
Oh.
And then I will say like a cultural prayer as well over his grave.
Very nice. You speak a prayer over Balto's grave, and as you do so, you see what appears to be off in the distance a very large gray wolf bounds along, stops, it looks at you, then it lifts one of its paws up,
Oh.
and then it bounds away.
That's cool.
Neat. The
I
clouds
feel
part.
all warm and fuzzy.
The clouds part just for a second, and then this beam of sunlight is just all over the three of you, just for an instant before the cloud passes over it once more. And you continue your journey towards the Lagana Fields.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. So you guys continue your journey towards the Lagana Fields, and nature doesn't give you any trouble. As you continue for another couple of days, things are not eventful. You guys just continue onward until eventually the trees begin to thin out for a while, and then eventually you leave the tree line, and you just see these vast, enormous, large fields of land, bright green grass. It's very nice with like rolling hills all around. Wild animals run to and fro. Off in the distance, you see what appears to be the tents of Lagana centaurs set up. Off in the distance, a different way, you see what appears to be a human village, off and away as well. You know that humans and centaurs do trade with each other, and they're friendly with each other too. You have reached the edge of the fields of the Lagana centaurs. As you guys have these new gifts from Nylia, and you see the destination off ahead in front of you, filled with determination and knowledge of what you must do next, we'll go ahead and bring this session to a close.
Good ending. That's
That
a
was
good way
a good
to end
ending.
it. We all have fancy new toys.
And we now have grand quests, or at least side quests.
Destiny
The
is
shit's
coming.
going down.
Brady's side quest is gonna be our beach episode.
I know.
It can start out as a beach episode.
That thing says beach like 40 hellhounds. All right, so as we come to an end here, is there anything anybody wants to plug?
We recorded an episode today for Nerdy Nelly.
We sure did.
All three of us.
We got
Tony
fancy
behind
new
the camera.
mics.
Mhm.
Yeah, all three of us. Brady joined us.
So I'm sure it's gonna be edited and uploaded soon. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Should we tell them, or at least allude to the topic?
That's yeah. Do you want to tell them?
90s babies are gonna love it.
90s babies
Yeah.
are really good. And I am the 90s baby.
We all are.
Yeah, you were like, are you even in the 90s?
Stephanie's 90, Marla's 91, I'm 92, and Tony's 93.
I'm the baby.
Beetle.
Yeah. But, and currently on, you can search Nerdy Nellies on YouTube. We have an episode about role-playing anxiety, and we have an episode on monster lore as well. Pretty soon there will be one about superheroes.
Oh, and we have our D&D interview, or D&D.
Interview
Our
video.
DM interview.
The first part of the DM interviews is up. And the first episode before this one is up as well. So if you want to know what happened before this episode, you can also go to Nerdy Nellies.
In case you didn't get enough of us tonight.
Yeah, in case
There's never enough.
this is your first time watching us. Brady, is there anything you want to plug as well?
I mean, our social medias have been scrolling through the entire session, so I feel like it would be a little redundant just to replug my Twitter and Instagram. But honestly, just check out the Nerdy Nellies YouTube channel. I had a whole lot of fun helping record today's episode,
It was super fun.
and I honestly can't wait to help with further showings.
We're pretty cool.
You can follow Nerdy Nellies also on TikTok. TikTok at Nerdy Nellies. You can
And
also follow
Instagram.
and Instagram as well. Instagram at Nerdy Nellies. You can also follow me personally at Roll the Big Die on TikTok as well. Come join the fun.